This is a rights violation, dude. These guys, because their stuff doesn't function properly, they're going to let this felon trespass on my land.
So what?
These guys can come on here and do whatever they want. That's okay.
So TJ, they work for the city, right? Or the town?
I don't know. Are the vehicles got any markings on them? Do they have any markings on them?
I got you, but
this guy is a felon, dude.
TJ, I get what you're saying, okay?
No, you don't. You guys are violating my rights. Keep it up. I told him we'll send him the meter reading. He was just here on both properties trespassing after I told him not to. We'll be contacting the sheriffs. You've been informed. You've been informed. You're trespassing. If you come across this gate, you are trespassing. Okay.
No, and if I can clarify, I sent John there 4 times last whenever this happened because you didn't pay your bill, you didn't make arrangements, I sent you to turn it off. Then on the 15th, that was on the 4th. And then on the 15th, when I did delinquent and saw you still hadn't paid, well, gee, they're living with no water, can you please go check and make sure the utilities aren't back on illegally? Went over there and I believe the gas meter was padlocked and the water meter from your house had a hose going to your other house feeding water there. That's why they were sitting over there 4 times because we had to keep going to turn your water off, your gas off, and make sure that it wasn't illegally turned on. I asked for meters or padlocks to be put on the 15th or during the delinquent time. Couldn't padlock your water meters because it's not possible, and the gas meter already had a lock on it. Well, lo and behold, after I sent John there, somebody came in and paid your bill, so he had to go back to turn your service.
It appears the Herald Sun, along with other Australian media, was left off the invitation list. A lady at the front desk said Chinese media only.
You would have thought for a forum that is being held in Melbourne and not in Beijing that would be a fairly basic courtesy, that the Australian media would have at least equal access to Chinese media to an event, but not in this case. And this is a pretty complicated tale, Paul. Briefly background for your viewers. This is what sounded like, at face value, a pretty innocuous business forum about trade and investment. It's about post-pandemic economic recovery and opportunities in China. One of the co-sponsors for this business forum is a group called the China Innovation and Development Strategy Group. It's a think tank in China. And again, sounds pretty innocuous and anodyne even. In fact, that's a group which Alex Joske has demonstrated in his book Spies and Lies, has intimate connections to the Ministry of State Security, China's principal foreign intelligence collection agency, the equivalent of China's CIA. So why is a front group or an intelligence agency sponsoring a business forum in Melbourne, and why is Daniel Andrews speaking at it and locking up the media?
Australian news reporters were barred from covering Daniel Andrews' address to the Australia-China Economic Cooperation Forum last night, even though Chinese journalists were cleared to attend. The Premier says he wasn't involved in the decision.
No idea. I wasn't my event. I was there, the Lord Mayor was there, Andrew Robb was there. Top 300 people were there. Some of them from China, some of them who are from here and do business in China. It was an important event.
Garoppolo, first pass to Christian McCaffrey. Oh, McCaffrey turns on the Jets, and he's got a first down.
At some point, what Garoppolo tell us? He said, if he doesn't know the play, I'll just tell him what to do in the huddle.
Why not? Here's going to hand it to him. Stutter step. McCaffrey gets through. First down. Oh. McCaffrey behind the line, looking to throw it. Airs it out, has Ayuk wide open. He's got it for the touchdown. McCaffrey, the touchdown pass to Ayuk from 34. What a dandy.
Anytime a running back is so deep, watch, he throws it. It's a lateral. So see how Garoppolo throws it backwards? That's the indication that it's a double pass. Defense bites, and he finds Brandon.
Give it to McCaffrey. Right up the middle. McCaffrey inside the 10. It's first and goal. Team has played pretty well. And they'll start it out on offense too. McCaffrey, big hole. McCaffrey sprinting away across the 40 and all the way up to midfield. And that's a good start. Christian McCaffrey, first play, right up to midfield and a gain of 25. Garoppolo, pressure, sees it, throws it. McCaffrey, he's got it for the touchdown. Wow.
All day. McCaffrey just starts out on a little swing route, and then he just scramble drills. Runs right past the corner. Tighten coverage and brings some pressure.
McCaffrey right up the gut. He's got a seam. Now a sprint to the end zone. McCaffrey diving. Is he in? No, down at the 1.
To complete the old Triple Crown.
They do. And he is in for the touchdown. A passing touchdown, a receiving touchdown, a rushing touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson, last one to do that in 05.
Tua Tagovailoa in Miami against Buffalo. For now, it's Garoppolo and the Niners offense to the 25. Swinging out, McCaffrey. And people running everywhere. And McCaffrey's running downfield for a gain of 21.
Investments in digital infrastructure remain an important resource for health systems and for economies and societies at large. The European Union made significant investments in COVID-19 certificates to help people move around as safely as possible during the pandemic. The European Union certification system was used by all 27 EU member states and more than 50 other countries. WHO is proud today to launch the Global Digital Health Certification Network. So thank you so much to European Union for the excellent certification system that you have transferred to us, and we have the chance to build on it. WHO will begin operations of the network today with the existing COVID-19 certificate as a global public good. Soon after, we will expand this infrastructure by incorporating other use, such as a digitized international certificate of vaccination, routine immunization cards, and international patient summaries.
In order to deal with this unfree world, to defy this unfree world, I have decided to become so absolutely free that my very existence is an act of rebellion. And that's what we all need to do.
It's a good point.
This is also a good point. An exclamation point of sorts. Deep out to left, and it is gone. Those were two. A solo shot for Garcia, his 15th. Adds to the Rangers' lead. Now 6-2.
If you're scrolling through Facebook or Instagram and things look a little different, you've probably been included in a recent ban on Canadian news. The weeks-long pilot from Meta will affect up to 5% of users here, about 1.2 million people, as the company looks to potentially suspend it permanently.
Social media giant Meta says it will be blocking news on Facebook and Instagram in Canada for some users as the Senate considers the Online News Act, or Bill C-18.
If you're an affected user, you won't be able to share news articles or even see them, nor can you access the pages of media outlets. They can continue to post, but some of it won't be viewable in Canada. Media experts are concerned the ban fuels the spread of misinformation.
It says, quote, while these product tests are temporary, we intend to end the availability of news content in Canada permanently following the passage of Bill C-18. The government says it will not be threatened into pulling the bill.
Our door is open to make appropriate changes. We will not, however, let ourselves be bullied. We will demand that web giants do their fair share.
I don't believe that either big tech or big government should censor what people see and say online. Conservatives are the only party that will protect Canadians against government and big tech censorship and allow everyone to express themselves freely.
And he hammers that one in the air, out to right field. Walker ranging back, it's over his head. 2 runs are into third, Taveras, and it's a 2-run double. The throw gets away, here comes Leone. And Simeon goes to third. So he clears the bases, his hitting streak goes to 25.
On the bit. If only they knew.
Only they knew.
Pussycat me.
Oh, no, how the to get home today?
Oh. I'll talk back. Climate change is making turbulence on planes worse. That's according to Paul Williams. He's a professor of atmospheric science.
You sure we're on air?
We are.
Be nice if somebody spoke to us.
I think our batteries won't change.
You. Thank you very much indeed. There's Simon Calder.
Canadians have ever seen. Now a new warning. This summer could get even worse.
Every province and territory will need to be on high alert.
As smoke from Quebec hung over Parliament Hill, Justin Trudeau and his ministers delivered what they called a sobering national update.
There have been 2,214 wildfires nationally so far this year, and approximately 3.3 million hectares have been burned.
3.3 million hectares is an area larger than Vancouver Island and 13 times higher than the 10-year average at this time of year.
This is a scary time for a lot of people, not just in Alberta, but right across the country.
New federal data show more than 400 active fires across the country and project warm and dry conditions in June, putting land from BC all the way to Western Quebec at risk until the end of August.
It is expected that we have enough resources to cover the summer. If things get worse, we're developing contingency plans.
Those plans could include more international support. 950 international firefighters are already here.
That need to be taken down. And
Canadian Armed Forces are also deployed to 3 provinces. The official opposition said it will throw its support behind whatever the government does to help.
We would be open to studying any solutions that will help the country better coordinate its water bombers and other assets.
The government's urging Canadians to take extreme care this summer in forested areas to avoid starting fires in the first place and help keep these stark projections from becoming.
Good evening and welcome. Hello, Annie. How are you?
Good evening, fine, and you?
What's that?
I said good evening, fine,
Oh.
and you?
Fine, and you. Okay. Good. Better. It's good. It's been kind of a hectic day here, a little stressful, but had a pretty good afternoon. And but man, I'm tired today.
Did you get firefighters from South Africa?
You did, eh?
I didn't see it. I just saw a flag, and I couldn't see the rest because I came into the studio, so I had to quit the YouTube.
Oh, I didn't notice. I haven't really watched it. I just saw the Ethiopian, and I thought that's really weird. Ethiopians coming to help Canada.
I saw South African flags.
Let me see if I can bring that back up. Hang on.
So how many lurkers have we got? I wonder how many of them are trying to send messages.
Yeah, it's a good question, and I'm sorry, but I'm so confused tonight. I can't even watch this without bringing up my old channel. It's very strange. And I hear is that you echoing?
It was me.
Okay.
I wanted to see what people are watching. It says only 2.
Yeah. So I think I might. Let me share the screen again. I'll just scroll through this.
Oh, all the presidents it's so uncomfortable to watch them speak. You see those South African flags?
Yeah, you're right. Oh, so South African people came on an Ethiopian plane. Okay. Interesting. I did not notice that. Wow. Thanks.
Yeah. They can't even they should help our own country first.
Yeah. So it is kind of weird here. Like there's definitely something in the air. The sky is just a different hue. It feels heavy and sticky, and I wouldn't say it's hard to breathe, but you kind of notice your breath now, if you know what I mean.
But isn't it just because they said so? If they didn't say that, maybe it's like mind over matter.
Absolutely. That's totally possible. I agree. I think this whole thing is premeditated in a fear campaign. I really do. And I heard a few people downtown today saying the same thing. There was one guy saying every single one of these fires has been admitted to have been started by man. So, like, that's what they're saying in the news, apparently, is that they're all man-made fires.
I think it was during lockdown. I'm not even sure. In the Free State, there was fires. It was like your fires. And there was videos you could see the people starting the fires themselves on the people's farms.
Okay.
And there was a lot of them just starting fires all over in the fields.
Now, what is this Free State you're talking about? It's
Bloemfontein.
Oh.
That's the province. We've got 9 provinces, and one of the provinces is the Orange Free State.
It's called what, sorry?
Orange Free State.
And Bloemfontein is
That area and surroundings.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that. This map doesn't show provinces. Wow. I'd like to go to South Africa someday, Annie. It'd be great.
What would what's his name? Jed say it's shit. No. You've got to come to experience it.
By the time I get to South Africa, my country will be just as bad, I'm sure. It was looking like I met with my caseworker today, and there's only one coffee shop open downtown now, and it just
making me yawn now.
It just happens to be right across from Crackhead Corner, and there were like 2 women just standing there, just twitching, and just fumbling around, grabbing at the air. It's getting really, really bizarre, really strange now.
In our main road, it's also looking like that, but I don't go there often. I avoid that place. But also we've got a lot of prostitutes and a lot of foreigners.
Really?
Like Zimbabweans, Nigerians,
Okay.
and there's a lot of Ethiopian shops as well. The Ethiopians tend to buy the small little cafes, supermarkets, the small little ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's one thing that I've noticed here is that there's this explosion in African and Caribbean food stores now, because we're
We've
getting
got a lot of them, but it's the area that in the main road is just bad there. It's very, very bad. It's not upmarket.
So what is your main street in Cape Town? Is this
It's Voortrekker because it runs quite far.
is this the East-West Street?
No, it's called Voortrekker. VOOR.
Oh, four. Okay.
KKER. Actually surprised that they haven't changed it.
What does it mean? Before, like a new land, a finder?
When the Boere were in Cape Town, they would they had to go into Johannesburg and go and look to see if there's any more land. The explorers, there was a whole lot of them that went, men and women and children in the wagons. Now the Voortrekker is how can I explain it? I can't give you direct translation.
Okay. All right. How do you spell that then?
If you want to do direct translation, it's prime mover.
Prime mover. Okay.
It is Voortrekker definition is one of the original Afrikaner settlers of the Transvaal and of the Orange Free State.
Okay. So what we would call it pioneer here.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Okay. Or forerunner. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Google gives me prime mover.
Yeah, that doesn't
No.
make much sense. No.
We just never use the English word at all. You were taught, even as an English person in class, the Voortrekkers.
Okay.
We were not given the English word for it. That's why I couldn't get at the English name at all.
Okay. It's funny. I've been looking on the map of Cape Town here, but I can't find it. That's a pretty big city there.
Yeah.
It's pretty spread out. What would be something famous on that street then that I could find? This Table Mountain.
I think Woodstock, the mill, the biscuit mill, I think it is.
So is it right downtown?
Just type in Voortrekker Road,
Okay.
Cape Town,
And
and say Woodstock.
It's VOR Trekker?
VOOR TREKKER.
Ah, here it is. Okay. Okay.
I'm not 100% sure. I think it could start in Woodstock and it ends in Belleville or Kailsriver.
I see the Kentucky Fried Chicken in Belleville. But I have Voortrekker Road on the map now. And that's your longest street, eh?
Yes. What is that red thing there? It's Vertigo Road. Oh, okay.
Say that again. That thing there?
Yeah. I stay nearby that, where that red dot is.
You live near there, eh?
More or less.
Like Goodwood Estate? Or is that getting too close for comfort?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And you live close to the mall then, N1 City Mall?
Yes, that's where I do my shopping.
Okay. So N1 means the National Highway, number 1?
Yes, it does. That runs from Cape Town straight through to Johannesburg.
Yeah, I see that now.
Pretoria, I think.
Wow, it's a much bigger country than I ever thought it was. I had no idea. Yeah, a lot of natural beauty there, for sure. All right. So what are you doing tonight?
Waiting for another hour before I get tokens again, so I can start creating.
Okay. So you haven't started yet. You've been on pause for a few days?
No. As soon as I get it, I use it up so quickly.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. But tomorrow I'm going to pay for a plan where I can get, I think it's 8,500 tokens a month.
Sounds like
I think
a lot.
Dee said where you're on 150, you get 100 more per day. I think
Well,
so.
Dee's a bit of an expert on how to do it cheaply, right?
No, they only got 3 plans.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, but if you convert the rand to the pound is 24 rand now to £1.
Wow.
That's so I've got to take the cheapest plan, otherwise it would work out too much for me. If I take the biggest one, it's 1,000 rand and a month. I'm not going to do that.
Speaking of economics, the Bank of Canada raised interest rates again today, and it was unexpected. They were not expected to do that. So there's these screaming wildfires going on, and they still raise interest rates. Yeah, people are really hurting here, man. Really hurting. Like my caseworker told me about some of her clients now, and she just says everybody's suffering. It seems.
No, it's getting bad everywhere, all over.
Yeah.
Not just Canada with it.
Yeah, it's kind of like I played a bit of a documentary last night called Canada is Dying. And it's like the guy said in the very opening, he said Canada has been immune to seeing like really bad poverty or homelessness or drugs. We've been relatively untouched by that. So it's all taken people by surprise now. People are getting stressed out. Yeah. But I even noticed that, like, if I'm on a phone to a large corporation or the government, people get snappy like that. It never used to be like that before. You never got hassled by, people on the phone at large corporations or governments. But now people are just really short-tempered. They don't have patience. Yeah. So I wonder who's watching us right now. I trust that they can't type because I only see my.
It can't be No Mask because No Mask can type. I remember the first day you went on here, he came in the chat.
Yeah.
And Mick can also type, so that's not that. I don't think they're lurking.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't think so either. So I'll tell you, I get this. Unfortunately, the day that my Hawkeye 2 channel goes back on here, that's when my StreamYard membership runs out. So I might just leave it. I'll probably go on for a half an hour or so before then each night, but maybe I'll do like 2 hours on Sunday or start doing it. So 2 plus 8 o'clock your time on Sunday.
You are? Yes. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, so I figure you get 20 free hours, I think. I think that's right. So I could probably do like, well, geez, I could probably do it twice a week for 2 hours, maybe. 2 times 2, 4 times 4, 16. Yeah. But the weather's it's just getting too nice here. And it's, well, except for today, it really was a little bit, it was only 18, but it felt like 25, 26. There's something about this air quality that makes it harsh.
I'll send you all this stuff about our weather.
Yes, I read a bit of that. Yeah, wow.
Funny enough, you normally think media would lie or the reports would lie, but I do see it's more rain than what for this time of the year. Definitely a lot of rain.
And I'm fairly sure that it's all man-made as well.
I'm on. Not all of it is man-made. They do it when it suits them. When they need to do something, they will manipulate the weather. I don't know.
June the 7th already. Wow. So there's not much on tonight. My subscriptions are pretty quiet. I see Will is
I just watched some shorts. I sent you some of them.
Yeah.
What do you think of the time traveling?
Well, the strange thing about that is, like, I don't know if I believe in time traveling per se, but the Donald Trump's Uncle John, that has been quite well documented that he was the one who went into Tesla's hotel room and cleaned it out. So I've heard that before. But there are some people who claim that Nikola Tesla is all fabricated. It's just a story that they tell us. But then again, you see, these references from Albert Einstein talking about Tesla. So, see if I can find that. Albert Einstein on Tesla.
I can't even remember what I all. And did you know about that Freemason thing there in what I sent you yesterday in America?
So, sorry, I didn't quite hear that.
That Freemason thing.
Oh, that, yes. Yeah.
Did you know about that one?
No, I hadn't heard of that one before. No. Did it mention Freemasons in that video?
Yes, they did.
It did. Okay. Yeah, no, I haven't even heard of that town before where the pyramid is. I meant to Google that.
Can you remember it?
No. Here's just a thing off the internet. It says that on Tesla's 75th birthday.
I found it.
Oh, okay.
Let me see if I can. I'm trying to figure out. I mean, simple now. How do I share this again?
Sound like me now.
What is this? Then you can type it in. Accent. AXENT TV.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
AXENT.
TV.
Accent TV. Okay.
Yeah. And then the Freemason.
Let me share the screen. I'll just show you what I'm looking at, but it's not popping up right now. It was a short, right?
Yes. Trying to look for it myself.
Here's one. What
This
American?
has to be a cult.
Can you grab some milk, please?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's what it's called. This has to be a cult.
What the hell is this? Oh. In a bag? What's wrong with you people? That's gross.
Give me a second. Oh, wait, I can't pin it. I can't. You've got to look yourself. I can't pin anything in the chat.
Yeah.
You're not going to see it.
I can't put anything in the chat either. What's it called again?
Accent TV.
No, the name of the.
This has to be a cult. I think it was a Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's what I remember. It has to be a cult. Okay, I got it. Sorry?
You're not sharing.
Yeah, just 1 second here. All right,
Yeah, there's it.
let's try this then.
Arizona. And this really rich guy, he's a, what is it?
He's a Rothschild.
A Rothschild. He bought this town of Felicity and named it after his wife, Felicity.
Wait,
is this real?
Who we think we ran into.
Can we make sure that this is real?
We visited it.
Go for tours of this place.
Oh, we did a tour. It was
We did a tour.
horrifying.
Why?
Tried to get us in the center of the pyramid, in the center of the thing, put our foot in the middle, save this thing and make a wish and then sign a contract. And I was like, and we were like, I'm not doing that. And she was like, well, it's the only part of the tour you have to do.
And they go,
to do the tour. And that's when we said, we don't want to do the tour anymore. We're going to leave. And she was pissed.
and then they said, she goes, this right here is the center of the world.
Nah, that ain't no tour. That's a literal cult initiation. You're probably going to end up in the Illuminati after you take that tour.
Wow. So I just quickly Googled Felicity, California. And sure enough, there is a pyramid there. Can you see that?
Yes.
It wasn't, the town wasn't established until 1986. Wow.
And it's the center of the world.
Wow. That is bizarre. Yeah, so hello and welcome to anybody that's watching this. And I am sorry about the technical problems, but yeah, next Sunday we'll get it all sorted out. Well, Annie, I'm gonna let you go. I am totally knackered right now. I had a really rough day.
No problem.
I'm gonna go and smoke a little hash, try to get this pain under control. And I might just go to bed at 9 tonight.
She's like it.
What's that?
I said that's early. G's like it.
Yeah.
Not, I said G's. Yeah. It's 1 o'clock here and I'm still wide awake.
Yeah.
And I've had very, very little sleep.
Yeah, you're up all night cooking, you said.
I started yesterday at 11:30. Last night not yesterday, the day before, yeah. 11:30, the evening.
Is
And
it
I put
good?
it in a slow cooker.
Okay.
But I didn't want to just leave it. I kept on stirring it a little bit, although you don't need to.
Yeah.
I just put it on low eventually at about 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And I slept for a few hours. How long did I sleep? I went to bed about 4. Slept 3.5 hours about.
Is that all? Jeez.
Yeah.
You got plans for tomorrow?
Well, today by me.
What's that?
No,
No.
only Friday. I haven't been out the house the whole week, I think. No, I never went.
At the house, huh?
No. It wasn't necessary for me to go out. I got a lot of things I can do here at home. I went out Sunday only. Yeah.
Getting out for me is something I have to do every day now. I just can't sit here. It drives
It is
me-
raining so badly here.
Yeah, that's true too. It's been
So-
the weather here has been the best weather
Freezing.
I've seen in a long time. Yeah.
But you know what? If the weather's like this, I like to go go stand on the promenade because of the waves and everything splashing up. They'll take nice photos.
Cool.
But the problem is I don't have the car at the moment, so I can't do it.
Yeah. So does your husband only use it sometimes, the car? Or is it for one of your kids?
No, he sent in one car to repair and he's using my son's car.
Oh, I
And
see.
as soon as that comes back, he's got to send the other car in for a repair.
Okay.
It's very small little things, but at the end of the day, there's 3 cars that needs to be fixed.
Really?
And that's going to cost a lot of money. So it's got to be, can't be done all at once.
That's one of the things I do not miss about having a car is the repair bills.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my dear, I want to thank you for coming up, and I'll be talking to you soon.
Yes, like a
And-
slap.
And to everybody, everybody watching, thanks for showing up. And we'll try it again tomorrow. I'll work on this again tomorrow and see if I can figure out how to get comments or how to even moderate myself, because I can't do anything on this channel. It's very strange. But I think your theory that there was a rogue moderator that's blocked a lot of people, I think that makes a lot of sense to me now.
But where do you look? Do you is it on an email? Is it on StreamYard? Where do you see who's blocked?
Well, on StreamYard, I see. I can't get into Ken the Auk account. Like I can't. The only way I can get into YouTube is by using Akai 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are these two then linked to each other of some sort?
I wish I knew. I wish I knew. I didn't think so, and it says I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 YouTube accounts, but I can't. I can only get into the one. It's very strange. I'm sure somebody out there knows.
Do you see this channel's cursed?
Probably. It's probably that. Yeah. Okay. Well, have a good
Okay.
night, then.
You
and,
too.
Thanks for showing up, and
Okay.
we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, bye.
Take care. And good night to all of you. I won't play any outro music. Well, what the hell? Here we go. Just for all you Lawrence Welk fans.
Au revoir, auf Wiedersehen, Silver. And though it's always sweet sorrow to part, you know you'll always remain in my heart. Good night, sleep tight, and pleasant dreams to you. Here's a wish and a prayer that every dream comes true. And now till we meet again, adios, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen. Good night.
Merci beaucoup. That's our show for tonight. We'd like to thank our special guest stars, Queen Victoria and King Clancy. Queen Victoria was played by Amelia Hall, and King Clancy was played by Inga Hammerstrom. See you soon. Happy holidays. Well, I see by the clock on the wall that it's time to bid you one and all goodbye. Goodbye. So long. So long. Farewell. Farewell. Adieu. Adieu. Be good. Stay well. Bye-bye. Keep warm. Relax. At ease. Take care. Stay loose. Adieu, mon vieux. À la prochaine. Goodbye till when we meet again.
Also in our cast were Jack Anthony, Robert McEwen, Kathy O'Hara, Harvey Patterson, Les Ruby, Sheila Rutanen, Francis Gunn, Monica Toth, and Doug Smith.